So, hello. Today, we embark on a journey of self-discovery and growth as we delve into the exciting world of adapting to a life in the Netherlands. This interview is a unique opportunity for newcomers to unlock their full potential in this new and foreign country. I'm talking today with Katerina Hofman, who came to the Netherlands from Czechia, before it was called the Czech Republic, right? Until
Yes.
2016, and who will share some secrets on how to adapt to a new culture, language, job, and people. Let's start with introduction. So my name is Tarina and I speak 6 languages and have recently written the book 32 Brilliant Ways to Survive and Thrive in a New Country. So I can help newcomers integrate in the Netherlands and discover what it means to be successful, how to be happy, and how to live a meaningful life in the Netherlands. And now, Katerina, would you like to introduce yourself? Who are you and what do you do?
My name is Katerina Hofman Sokopova, and I come originally from Czech Republic, and I came here in May 2008. And the main reason it was to live and to progress in my relationship with my husband, Peter Hofman, and we met. Of 2007 in September in Greece when I was working there. And I already knew that I don't want to stay working in Greece anymore. And we met, and he was there on vacation. And then I went back home to Czech Republic, and he came to as a surprise me for the Christmas in 2007. And then I already knew that I really love him, and I decided to leave all my family and friends behind, and to move with him in Netherlands.
Wow, it's a romantic story here. And what did you do in Greece?
I was there for 5 seasons, most of the season, which was like the main months for the tourist season, and then I was usually in the winter I was home. And to the first 2 years I was there, I was working at as a rise of wait that a tourist guide for the Czech tourists. They were coming to Crete. That was on Crete in Greece, on the Crete island of Crete. And then the last 3 years I was working in a shop where they were selling and leather goods, leather bags and leather shoes, and in a really busy street in Chania. Then yeah, but
And you,
when I speak with many languages every day, but I also love languages very much. I also speak Greek because
wow.
of, and yeah, there's yeah.
And your husband was on vacation there?
Yeah, I was on vacation, and he was alone because he wanted to escape a very bad summer, and nobody could go with him. So he decided, and he asked his best friend to bring him to the airport, and he will buy something and he will go. And he ended up Crete, and he met some mutual friend from my other friend, and he was going out with him, and I was going out with my Czech girlfriend, and I met him, and it was love at first sight.
Oh, what a story. So, and then you came to the Netherlands, and can you tell me about a specific thing you had never done before and that you started doing in the Netherlands, and how was it?
Um, Now, I didn't speak any Dutch, but I speak English and German and French, and because that's what the languages I learned at school in Czech Republic. I have HBO, to translate it here on the Dutch in tourism and traveling. And that's why I thought, okay, I speak English, and but it was quite difficult to find a job, and I thought it would be better if I first learn Dutch, and it was through some friend of my husband's mother, and her best friend, her daughter, she was giving me a private lessons because she speaks very good English, and she's very good. She have high education, and so I bought a book in for the university that they're using at university in Czech Republic, and she was giving me a lesson, so I can go quite quickly um, through the Dutch language.
Oh, very good, very good. So you speak Dutch now?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. And the teacher, her name was Maike, she said, you don't have to go to the courses for the foreigners. You just try and be and go gewoon for higher, because you have the potential, and don't be afraid. She stimulated me, and I was enrolling for the NT2 and NT2 exam, and I have the NT2 Dutch exam. I pass it quite
Congratulations.
quickly.
Yeah, very nice. And can you describe a situation in which you embarrassed or embraced a certain cultural aspect of the Netherlands?
Yeah, when I moved here, my husband just have able to buy the house where we now living, and in this house is originally from his grandfather and grandmother from his father's side, but it wasn't serious and fixer upper from the 1950s. So we, through the years, we were in reconstruction, and it was quite difficult for me to handle this, and to be in different environment and different culture, and because on the beginning we were only talking English with each other, and then later there were some misunderstandings, and some this was quite a little things, but sometimes was really difficult for me to to deal with it, with the situation, what was afterwards, and I think the most of it and is nowadays also, that I still always gonna have an accent. This it's always gonna be not a pure Dutch language, and even here in Zeeland, is they have a special accent, and if people hear that I don't have the accent, then sometimes they speak English to me. I say like, why? Like, so you really want to you really want to get it under your knee, and you want to speak as soon as possible and as fluent as possible, but they stop you in your effort, I think.
Dutch people speak very good English. That's why they try to speak English with you, so they think it will be more comfortable for you, but it's not helping you with your language, with your Dutch language. But you said the situation, maybe you can describe a situation in which you were uncomfortable or ashamed or embarrassed.
I think those situations came more home after I have a children, and that was more like dealing with the constant when I was comparing it, what I used to know from Czech Republic, from my country, what the school system is there, why we brought children up, and what is the upbringing, style, and then it was, I just cannot leave it home. And that was more the embarrassing times, but I was just like clashing, the my culture and Dutch culture, and being a mom, and how I'm gonna do it, and all the things. Yeah, this
Yeah, so is it a big difference in the system?
sometimes, yes, in the beginning, as everything was new for me.
Mm-hmm. Okay. But do you think it's better or worse?
Yeah, I later I thought, oh, I should not compare it. I'm more, I live here,
Mm-hmm.
and I have to make the most of it. What's the best for the situation?
Mm.
Just maybe not looking back, but looking forward.
Okay, it's a very good point. And
Yeah.
can you describe a time when you felt stressed or overwhelmed, or maybe disconnected?
Yeah, I cannot. That was not the one. It was many, many times.
Many times, maybe you remember one or two examples.
um, yeah, I don't know. I just to deal with the situation with the house, and maybe it was funny, but I'm grew up in generation where we, as a women, we were more taught to care of the house, and be a good caregiver, and how to learn to cook and to bake, and to mend the clothes or make the clothes selves, and my father, in the Czech Republic, he's really really handy, and he
Mhm.
always was so good in to repair everything. And I have two brothers, they are younger than me, and they learn all these things. And here I was landing in a situation where we were constructing the whole house and rebuilding it, and I was not able to help my husband with these things, but I wasn't taught so. My father never teach me of ask me, oh, can you can you hand with this, and it was really frustrating for my husband in the beginning, because he thought all the women here are more modern, more really depend on themselves, and yeah, I wasn't able that and to do it, and to do it the way he expect me to, and that was quite clashing. Yeah, that was
Ah,
frustrating for me.
yeah, men and women here have the same rights, so and they do the same jobs, but
Yeah,
different with your country. Yeah.
but that was the main things, because I thought, yeah, oh, why? And then you're gonna question yourself if you are good enough. Of Yeah, and that brings another things, another difficulties in the relationship, and it's quite different.
Mhm. Yeah, it's just a huge cultural difference. And but what is the biggest misconception the people here have about you?
Mm, I think that maybe to integrate as soon as possible, but maybe they are afraid because they don't know your culture that much, and then maybe they are not so open, or not so. Yeah, I think so. It's difficult to say because that is of other people to say.
Yeah. And do you ever feel judged?
Yeah, maybe that that I have another very, very good friend, and she is originally from Germany, but she's here from 13 to she was 13 years old. And still, sometimes it's said to her that her Dutch is not good enough. Or, I don't know. I thought was like I cannot believe it because she's so accomplished woman. She's a really dear friend of mine, and I look at to her in so many things with how she do with the children and her work and yeah, this this is sometimes really unbelievable that she can still look at her like this. Why? I don't get it.
Yeah, just because she doesn't speak Dutch with Dutch accent, people think that
I
maybe
don't hear
she's
any
less
accent with her.
or
I think it's impossible to 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 put the finger like, yeah, you are not 100% Dutch. But anyways, that and then I have other friends. She's from Romania,
Mhm.
and with her, this altijd some yeah, and also op my op in my job was always I cannot also put the finger on it, but they they judge you just because they don't know you that good,
Mm.
and always it's you are as a first out because you're not Dutch.
Mhm. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, so the solution is then to be open, maybe, and to let people know you better. What do you think?
yeah, I have no problem with that. I think that's the all the way around. I
Uh,
think I'm really open. I
mm.
really
Yeah,
like
I see. Yeah.
people, and so I think it's the way around. I think Dutch people are much much less open than Czech people
Mm. Yeah, it's a cultural
in
difference.
general.
Mhm.
Less family orientated, less I don't know. They are really like close. They are really, really, and it take a long time to get through the wall of their um, mechanism.
Mm. Mhm. And tell me when you had trouble communicating with the Dutch and what did you do?
Mm, you mean travel in Netherlands?
Yeah, when you're communicating in the Netherlands, do you have any
Yeah.
troubles
No.
to understand or that they understand you?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay,
No, I have
so
no problem. I have this is no problem at all.
okay,
That
very good, very nice. Yeah, and tell me about now one of your favorite experiences in the Netherlands.
was my favorite experiences. Um, yeah, it's this mostly the really precious getaways we get to do with my husband, and especially now that we have a kids, and um, we do it not very often. That's why it's so special. And every time we go to discover a new place in Netherlands where I have never been yet, and we were one time in was not Netherlands, it was in Belgium in Antwerp, and the other time was in Maastricht, and
Mhm.
it was really great. I really love it. I really love to travel actually, and to make a new experiences and different places, to see different places, new places. I love architecture. I love art. Oh
Mhm.
yeah, maybe when a very nice exam met my best friend. Um, And my mother, when she was visiting me, we went to the Rijksmuseum in Amsterdam, and it was always a dream of my mother. And also, I like it very, very much, and it was really great. Yeah,
Yeah,
it was
Rijksmuseum.
also a very nice experience.
I love it. Yeah, very nice. And what is the most surprising about the Dutch?
The language of the culture.
Anything what they do or something you thought, oh, I've never thought about this possible or not
Yeah,
possible.
I think it's they're really orderly. I don't know, but my mom is especially quite structured and a creature of habit, I think. And that I think I am not from nature, so I'm not very organized person, and the punctuality, I have no problem with this. That's also the similar in Czech Republic, but it here is, yeah, little bit different, I think. A little bit more uptight, a little bit more serious.
It's a very
No, less
uptight.
spontaneous, I think. The spontaneity is, I'm missing it. I'm missing something, Sekmar. And I'm also really emotional person. That's why I also like the Italian language very much.
Me too.
It's all about expressions. It's all about feelings and all the culture. And that's why I started the Italian language as well. It was also always my dream to learn it. So yeah, I miss Dutch is really hard. Dutch is really structured, I think, and
Yeah, and everything goes by schedule.
yeah.
What's the most, no, another question, how do you make friends here in the Netherlands? And who are your friends?
um, Now the best friend, her name is Vera. I met her in Zumba lessons. Just like through sport and activities is most of this, and the beginning was most of the through of the family of my man, of my husband. En now ook op school, when my children were starting to attending school, I met there a new friends, and also now their sport activities what they are doing, and there's also very nice community and people, new people you can meet there.
And are your friends Dutch or other nationalities? For Vera, for example, where is she from?
Yeah, Vera is originally from Germany. That's my best friend, and the other best friend Claudia is from Romania.
Mhm.
And then I'm really close, actually, for my sister-in-law from the brother from my husband. Her name is Ellen, and the other one is Ilona. They are Dutch, but really, I really find it nice when they are around and we can visit them and they come visit us. So, and then I cannot say if honestly, no, I didn't have very Dutch friend. What for my is the meaning of true friendship, going really deep, and then to share the most intimate things. I didn't have it with the Dutch person.
Yeah, this is the next question. Describe your best Dutch partner or friend, and what part of their character appealed to you?
It's really difficult.
Very difficult question, huh?
Yeah, it's a difficult question.
Maybe you can just tell me two or three values you see in them, or one, or just one, what you like or what you don't like?
Yeah, if I have to say about my husband, but he's also my best friend.
Mhm.
He's very reliable,
Okay.
really reliable.
Mhm.
Um, he can keep a cool head in a stressful situation. Because I'm total opposite, that is then really, really good. And he's also very good. He's also great dad. Dus,
Oh, no. It's nice to hear. So you found
yeah,
some interesting
he's amazing dad for my sons.
quality. Yeah. Okay. And maybe you can recommend how to find a good friend here.
Yeah, that is. I think then if you um, don't choose to do some activity, I think is through doing something and stepping out of your comfort zone. For example, then to enroll in some courses of in the hobby and in the sport.
Mhm.
There you can, I think you can find some very good friends there.
Yeah, good advice. And what are the topics the Dutch like to speak about?
Weather, food, and work.
Do you work, by the way? You?
Uh, no, not at the moment.
Okay. And how do the Dutch look at newcomers?
I I think that they are like a little bit stepping stepping back, and they are really careful.
Careful on their contacts on.
Yeah.
Yeah. And tell me about something now you really miss here in the Netherlands from your own culture. You already said spontaneously,
Yes.
being
Yeah.
spontaneous.
Did. Yeah.
Something.
I miss my family. I miss my brothers, my cousins, their children, my nephews, my niece, and all the family gatherings and doing the bad and the good in in the way I grew up.
Mm. Yeah. And tell me about the biggest challenge you have had to deal with in the Netherlands and how did you adapt to this challenge?
The biggest challenge was to find a job,
Yeah. And
to find a job, and the first job I had was from the um start people. I was cleaning the uh, vacation chalets in Burghamstede.
Mhm.
And then I found a job in the shoe store Zinks. And there I was working there for 6.5 years
Mm.
till my second son was born, and then I was with him at home.
Mhm.
And then I found a job on the reception in the Fletcher Hotel.
Mhm.
But I was there for 2 years, of few different places, and within the Fletcher. But it will be a year now that I have to stop because I have some nervous breakdown.
Oh, I'm
Yeah,
sorry about that. Yeah. Tell me about the toughest decision you had to make in these last 6 months or earlier, if you remember.
Yeah, the toughest decision was to acknowledge that it is not going good and to stop at the work that wasn't handled good at all, and that it ended up with the by the attorney. Because I have to ask for attorney, which I was really afraid of, to ask for help, and but afterwards it was the best decision I can make, to use all the rights what I have in this, and does it help that help me to to deal with it.
Yeah, yeah, it's good you became stronger, I think, after this situation. So, and you've been positive. You are positive. But maybe it's interesting also to know, describe a time when you applied for a job and how did it go?
Now that's a big difference. The years ago, before I found a job in by Zinks, it was not. Yeah, it was in 2011, I think, and there was not more people, and you have more contact, and now is everything online, and you barely get any information. Everything you have to do yourself.
But how went
Quite,
the interview?
I find it quite challenging, because if you're coming from some bad place, when you actually have some physical, like psychological problems, then you are really overwhelmed. Then you don't know where to start and how to start, and you don't actually feel good, and you feel like lost. And then it will be some guidance will be nice, but you really have to like beg for it. And then you have to ask, and then the people around you, if you ask, okay, they help you, but then you have to do it yourself. You have to come to the point where you have to do it yourself.
And when did you go to interview? How did it go? The job interview.
The last interview, like with the when I started to work in before I started to work in the hotel, because somebody of the position was ending, want to go to another job, that was quite, that she gave me like, okay, I want to go another job, so you can apply for my position. So that was quite fortunate, and was good. And but mom, I just let let them know who I am, and then that I really wanted, because it was actually the job. Now many years I'm here with it's to do with my studies.
And what did you study?
And the tourism
Oh,
and traveling. Yeah.
yeah.
So that was actually the job where I have the knowledge for,
Yeah.
and I really like to speak the languages. So that's okay. That was cool that I can practice the languages when I was working on the reception.
Yeah. Yeah. It's good.